What if I told you that looking young has less to do with genetics and more to do with the way you think? Why do some people seem to defy time, radiating energy, confidence, and vitality, while others appear older than they actually are, carrying the weight of stress and exhaustion on their faces? Is it just good skincare? A lucky metabolism? Expensive treatments? Or is there something deeper at play? Something hidden beneath the surface that most people overlook? The truth is, your mind controls your body far more than you realize. The way you think, the emotions you hold on to, and how you respond to life's challenges all have a direct impact on how you look and feel. Stress doesn't just exist in your thoughts. It manifests in your body. It etches itself into your skin, alters your posture, and drains the spark from your eyes. On the other hand, those who have learned to master their mindset, who embrace life with resilience and optimism, seem to carry an energy that keeps them looking and feeling youthful, no matter their age. This isn't magic. It's not just luck. It's a pattern. And today, we're going to break it down. In this video, we'll explore the 7 hidden habits that can make you look younger, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. These habits are not about expensive products, surgeries, or extreme diets. They are about the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you carry yourself in the world. By the end, you'll understand why youth isn't just about the number of years you've lived. It's about the energy you bring into each day, the thoughts you allow to shape your reality, and the small but powerful decisions you make every single moment. Because here's the secret. Aging is inevitable, but looking and feeling old? That's a choice. If you ever wondered why some people seem to stay effortlessly young, full of life and enthusiasm, while others appear weighed down by time, stay with me. Because what you're about to learn might just change the way you see yourself and your future forever. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to age faster than others? Why 2 individuals of the same age can look and feel completely different? One vibrant and full of energy, the other worn down and exhausted. The answer lies deeper than skincare routines or genetics. It starts in the brain. Science has shown that the way you think and process emotions directly affects how your body ages. Your brain is constantly sending signals to every part of your body, influencing everything from your skin's elasticity to your energy levels. And one of the biggest factors in this process is stress. When you experience stress, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. In small amounts, cortisol is useful. It helps you react quickly in dangerous situations. But when stress becomes chronic, when you're constantly worrying, overthinking, and holding on to negativity, cortisol levels remain elevated for too long. And that's where the real damage begins. High levels of cortisol break down collagen and elastin, the proteins responsible for keeping your skin firm and youthful. Over time, this leads to wrinkles, sagging, and a dull complexion. But it doesn't stop at the surface. Chronic stress also weakens your immune system, drains your energy, and even shrinks areas of your brain responsible for memory and emotional control. This is why people who live under constant pressure often look older than their actual age. Their minds are trapped in survival mode, and their bodies reflect that tension. But here's the good news. The brain is not fixed. It has the ability to adapt, rewire, and even repair itself. This process is called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new neural connections throughout life. Studies show that people who actively challenge their minds, embrace new experiences, and maintain a positive outlook stimulate neurogenesis, the creation of new brain cells. This keeps the brain younger, sharper, and more resilient against stress. In other words, the key to staying youthful isn't just in your body, it's in your mindset. By managing stress, keeping your brain engaged, and shifting the way you think about challenges, you can literally slow down the aging process at a neurological level. And that's exactly what we're going to explore next. 7 powerful habits that can help you not just look younger, but feel younger from the inside out. Let's begin. Habit 1. Your mind controls your body. Have you ever met someone who, despite their age, carries themselves with a lightness and energy that makes them seem years younger? Their face is relaxed, their posture is upright, and their presence is calm yet powerful. Now, think of the opposite. Someone who always seems burdened by life. Their forehead is tense, their shoulders slumped, and their eyes dull with exhaustion. They may not even be that old, but stress has aged them prematurely, What's the difference between these two types of people? It's not just genetics. It's not just lifestyle. It's how they manage their emotions. The connection between stress and aging. People who appear younger have learned a fundamental truth. Emotions don't just affect your mind. They shape your body. When you're under stress, your brain triggers the release of cortisol, the primary stress hormone. This hormone serves a purpose. It helps in moments of danger, keeping you alert and ready to respond. But when stress becomes chronic, when your mind is constantly racing, worrying, or dwelling on problems, cortisol floods your system, and that's when the damage starts. Excess cortisol breaks down collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep your skin firm and smooth. Over time, this leads to wrinkles, sagging skin, and a dull complexion. It also increases inflammation, which accelerates aging at a cellular level. But the effects go beyond skin deep. Stress also impacts your energy levels, weakens your immune system, and even affects your posture. When you're anxious or overwhelmed, your muscles tense up, your breathing becomes shallow, and your body enters a constant state of fight or flight. This not only drains your energy, but also makes you feel and look older than you are. Now, here's the good news. You can reverse this process. By learning to control your mind, by managing stress and regulating your emotions, you can actually slow down the aging process and maintain a youthful, vibrant appearance. How to take back control. The power of breath. One of the simplest and most powerful ways to lower cortisol levels and restore balance is through controlled breathing. This technique has been used for centuries by monks, warriors, and even modern neuroscientists to regain mental clarity and reduce stress. Try this simple breathing exercise whenever you feel overwhelmed. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Feel your lungs expand and your belly rise. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Let the oxygen circulate through your body. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Imagine releasing all the tension and stress. Repeat for at least 1 minute. This simple practice does 2 things. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, signaling to your brain that you are safe and can relax. It lowers cortisol levels, reducing inflammation and protecting your body from the damaging effects of stress. The more you practice, the more control you will have over your emotions. And the more control you have over your emotions, the more control you have over how you look, feel, and age. The wisdom of the Stoics. Control what you can. This idea isn't new. The ancient Stoics understood that suffering comes not from what happens to us, but from how we react to it. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you'll find strength. You can't always control what happens in life. You can't prevent challenges, setbacks, or unexpected stressors. But you can control how you respond. And when you take charge of your mind, when you stop letting stress dictate your emotions, you protect your peace, your energy, and your youth. This is just the first of 7 powerful habits that keep people looking younger than their age. Habit 2. You embrace change instead of resisting it. What if I told you that rigid thinking ages you faster than wrinkles? When people think of aging, they often focus on external factors, diet, exercise, genetics. But one of the biggest contributors to premature aging is something most people overlook: resistance to change. Look at those who seem old before their time. They cling to routines, avoid new experiences, and resist anything that challenges their worldview. Their minds become rigid, and over time, their bodies follow. Their expressions tighten, their posture stiffens, and their energy becomes stagnant. Now, think about people who appear effortlessly young, regardless of age. They are open, adaptable, curious. They flow with life rather than fight against it. Their eyes are bright, their faces relaxed, and their energy feels fresh and alive. This is not a coincidence. How resistance to change affects your brain and body. Your brain is designed to grow, adapt, and rewire itself. This process is called neuroplasticity, and it keeps your mind sharp and resilient. But when you resist change, when you stay stuck in old habits and refuse to step outside your comfort zone, you limit this ability. Over time, this leads to mental stagnation, increased stress, and even cognitive decline. Studies have shown that people who fear change are more likely to experience memory problems, higher cortisol levels, and reduced brain function as they age. But the effects don't stop there. Chronic resistance to change also affects your physical appearance. When you resist new experiences, your body remains in a constant state of low-level stress. This increases inflammation, weakens your immune system, and accelerates aging on a cellular level. Your facial muscles tense, your posture becomes rigid, and your energy feels heavy. Simply put, if you resist change, your mind and body age faster. How to keep your mind and body youthful? Try something new today. The good news? You can reverse this process by embracing change instead of fearing it. The more you expose yourself to new experiences, the more flexible and youthful your brain remains. Here's a simple challenge. Try something new today. It doesn't have to be something extreme. It can be as simple as taking a different route to work, trying a new food, listening to a podcast on a topic you know nothing about, speaking to someone you wouldn't normally talk to. These small shifts rewire your brain, keeping it active, engaged, and youthful. The more you embrace new experiences, the more adaptable and resilient you become, not just mentally, but physically. The wisdom of the Stoics. Flow with life. This idea is not new. Over 2,000 years ago, the philosopher Heraclitus stated, "Change is the only constant." The Stoics understood that fighting against change only leads to suffering. Life is unpredictable. Nothing stays the same forever. Resisting this truth creates unnecessary stress, while embracing it brings freedom. Those who stay young at heart understand this deeply. They don't cling to the past or fear the unknown. They adapt, learn, and grow. In doing so, they remain youthful in both mind and body. So ask yourself, are you flowing with life or are you resisting it? The choice you make will shape not just your future, but how young you look and feel along the way. Habit 3. You keep your curiosity alive. Have you ever noticed that people who stay curious seem to radiate energy and youth? Their minds are sharp, their conversations are engaging, and their presence feels alive. They could be in their 40s, 50s, or even beyond, yet they seem untouched by time. Now, think about the opposite. People who have lost their sense of curiosity. They settle into routines, stop exploring new ideas, and resist learning anything outside their comfort zone. Their energy fades, their enthusiasm dims, and over time, they begin to feel and look older than they actually are. How curiosity keeps your brain young. Your brain is not meant to stay the same. It thrives on growth, learning, and exploration. When you stop being curious, when you stop seeking new knowledge, your brain begins to shrink. Science proves this. Studies show that continuous learning strengthens neural pathways, creating new connections that keep your brain flexible and resilient. This process, known as neuroplasticity, is what keeps your mind sharp as you age. But when curiosity fades, these pathways weaken. The brain becomes less adaptable, memory declines, and cognitive function slows down. This is why people who stop learning often experience mental aging much faster than those who actively seek new knowledge. Simply put, if you want to stay young, you have to keep learning. The power of lifelong learning. The most youthful minds belong to those who never stop exploring. They ask questions, challenge their own beliefs, and remain open to new experiences. They are constantly feeding their brains with fresh information, keeping their minds as active as their bodies. And the best part? You don't need to go back to school to do this. Keeping your curiosity alive can be as simple as learning a new language, playing a musical instrument, reading about a topic you know nothing about, trying a new skill like painting, cooking, or photography, having deep conversations with people who challenge your thinking. It doesn't matter what you choose, as long as you keep your mind engaged. Try this, a simple challenge to keep your brain young. This week, make a commitment to learn something new. Pick one thing, a new word in a foreign language, a fact about a subject you've never explored, or even a new way to solve a problem at work. Write it down, practice it, and reflect on what you've learned. It might seem like a small habit, but over time, these little moments of curiosity add up, keeping your brain active, your mind sharp, and your energy youthful. The science of staying sharp. Neuroscience confirms that learning new things literally changes the structure of your brain. Each time you absorb new information, your brain creates and strengthens neural connections, improving memory, focus, and problem-solving abilities. In contrast, When you stop learning, these pathways weaken. The brain becomes less efficient, and cognitive decline sets in much faster. The lesson is clear. Stay curious, and your brain stays young. The secret to lifelong youth. The people who defy aging are not just lucky. They have made a choice to stay engaged, to keep exploring, to never let their minds grow old. They understand that curiosity is not just a habit, it's a mindset. So ask yourself, are you still learning? Are you still growing? Because if you are, you've already unlocked one of the most powerful secrets to staying young, not just in appearance, but in mind and spirit. Habit 4, you express your emotions instead of suppressing them. Have you ever met someone who carries the weight of the world on their face? Their eyes seem tired, their expression is tense, and their energy feels heavy, as if years of unspoken words and suppressed emotions have left a permanent mark. Now, compare them to someone who looks effortlessly young, despite their age. Their face is relaxed, their presence is light, and there's a certain vibrancy in their energy. The difference? They allow themselves to feel. How suppressing emotions accelerates aging. Most people believe that aging is purely physical, but the truth is, your emotional health plays a huge role in how you look and feel. When you suppress emotions, whether it's anger, sadness, frustration, or even joy, your body doesn't just forget them, it stores them. And that storage comes at a cost. Repressed emotions trigger a stress response in your body, increasing production of cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Over time, chronic stress damages your skin, weakens your immune system, and accelerates inflammation, one of the biggest contributors to premature aging. But it's not just about appearance. Suppressing emotions can lead to muscle tension, digestive issues, chronic fatigue, and even long-term health problems. The body keeps score, and unresolved emotions don't just disappear. They resurface in ways you may not expect. The science of emotional release. Studies have shown that expressing emotions in a healthy way lowers cortisol levels, reduces inflammation, and even improves overall longevity. When you give yourself permission to feel, process, and release emotions, your body relaxes, your energy shifts, and your appearance reflects that change. Simply put, people who express their emotions instead of bottling them up tend to look and feel younger. A simple practice to release stored emotions. If you want to prevent stress from aging you, start with a simple exercise, emotional journaling. Every night, take 5 minutes to write down your thoughts and feelings. Don't filter yourself. Don't worry about grammar or structure. Just let it out. Write about what frustrated you today, what made you happy, what emotions you ignored or pushed aside, what you wish you could say but haven't. This simple habit helps your mind process emotions instead of storing them in your body. Over time, it reduces stress, improves emotional clarity, and even enhances sleep. Factors that directly contribute to a more youthful, vibrant appearance. The wisdom of the Stoics. Let go and move forward. The ancient Stoics understood the power of emotional control, not suppression, but awareness and release. Seneca once said, "Do not suffer before it is necessary. Express, release, and move on." Holding on to emotions from the past doesn't just weigh you down mentally. It physically affects your body. The longer you suppress, the heavier you feel. But when you learn to express, release, and move forward, you free yourself from that burden. Those who seem to stay young have one thing in common. They don't let emotions rot inside them. They laugh freely. They cry when needed. They speak their truth, and they let go of what no longer serves them. So ask yourself, are you carrying emotions that should have been released long ago? Because if you are, now is the time to let them go. Habit 5. You surround yourself with positive energy. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt drained? Or spent time with someone who, after just a few minutes, left you feeling exhausted? That's because energy is contagious, both positive and negative. And whether you realize it or not, the people you surround yourself with are shaping your physical and emotional well-being. How your environment affects your aging process. Most people believe that aging is purely biological, but science tells a different story. Your social environment has a direct impact on your stress levels, brain function, and even how youthful you look and feel. Negative people, those who constantly complain, criticize, or bring stress into your life, can trigger a state of chronic tension in your body. This increases cortisol production, leading to inflammation, fatigue, and premature aging. In contrast, being surrounded by supportive, uplifting individuals has the opposite effect. Positive relationships reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and even enhance immune function. Studies show that people with strong, healthy social connections tend to live longer, maintain better cognitive health, and retain a youthful energy even as they age. Simply put, your environment is either aging you or keeping you young. The impact of toxic relationships on stress and appearance. When you spend too much time around toxic people, your nervous system remains in a state of low-level fight-or-flight mode. Even if you don't notice it right away, this constant emotional tension wears you down over time. You might feel in the form of increased anxiety or stress, constant fatigue, even after resting, a tense jaw, stiff shoulders, or frequent headaches, a lack of motivation or creative energy. And over time, this stress manifests physically, making your skin dull, your posture tense, and your overall energy feel heavier. If you want to stay young, you have to protect your energy. A simple exercise, the Social Detox Challenge. For the next 7 days, do a social detox. Identify the people in your life who drain your energy, stress you out, or constantly bring negativity. Take a step back from unnecessary interactions with them. This doesn't mean cutting them off completely, but rather limiting your exposure. Instead, intentionally spend more time with people who inspire, uplift, and support you. Notice how your mood, energy, and even your physical appearance change when you're in a healthier environment. The science behind positive relationships and longevity. Numerous studies have shown that strong, positive social connections contribute to a longer and healthier life. Researchers at Harvard found that the quality of your relationships is one of the most significant predictors of long-term well-being and happiness, even more than diet or exercise. Why? Because when you feel supported and valued, your body naturally produces more oxytocin and serotonin, hormones that promote relaxation, happiness, and youthfulness. The secret to staying youthful: choose your environment wisely. People who seem to age slowly aren't just lucky. They consciously choose their surroundings. They avoid negativity, limit their exposure to toxic influences, and cultivate relationships that bring out the best in them. So ask yourself, who in your life is adding to your energy, and who is taking from it? Because the people you surround yourself with don't just shape your mind, they shape your future. Habit 6, you live with purpose. Have you ever noticed how some people, regardless of their age, radiate energy and passion? Their eyes are full of life, their movements are strong, and their presence feels magnetic. Meanwhile, others, sometimes even younger, seem tired, drained, as if they're simply going through the motions of life. What makes the difference? Purpose. How purpose affects your energy and aging process. People without a clear sense of purpose tend to age faster. They wake up without excitement, go through their day without direction, and feel disconnected from what truly matters. Over time, this lack of purpose leads to mental and physical stagnation. Their posture slumps, their energy fades, and their enthusiasm disappears. But those who live with meaning and direction experience the opposite. They wake up with a reason to move forward. Their minds stay engaged, and their bodies respond with higher energy levels and better health. The science behind purpose and longevity. When you live with purpose, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, two neurotransmitters responsible for feelings of motivation, joy, and fulfillment. These chemicals don't just make you feel good. They also slow down the aging process by reducing stress, improving sleep, and keeping your body in a state of renewal rather than decay. Studies have shown that people with a strong sense of purpose live longer, stay healthier, and even recover from illnesses faster. Their mind stays sharp, their emotions remain balanced, and their energy is naturally higher. In short, having a purpose is like an internal anti-aging formula. How to reignite your sense of purpose. If you ever feel lost or disconnected, ask yourself, what makes me feel truly alive? Try this simple exercise. Write down 3 things that ignite your passion. These could be hobbies, dreams, or anything that gives your life meaning. Choose one of them and commit to doing it regularly. Even if it's just for a few minutes each day, Reconnecting with something meaningful will have a profound effect on your energy and outlook. Remind yourself daily why this matters. Purpose isn't always something grand. It's the small things that bring joy and fulfillment into your life. The wisdom of Viktor Frankl, the power of meaning. Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist Viktor Frankl once said, "What gives meaning to life keeps us alive." This is more than just philosophy. It is a fundamental truth. When you have a reason to wake up every morning, your body and mind respond with strength, resilience, and vitality. People who stay young at heart are not just lucky, they live with purpose. So ask yourself, are you living with intention or are you just existing? Because the difference between aging and staying young is not just about time. It's about how alive you feel inside. Habit 7, you let go of the past. The past can be an invisible weight, one that drains your energy, burdens your mind, and even ages you physically. Have you ever met someone who carries unresolved anger, guilt, or regret? You can see it in their face, hear it in their voice, and feel it in their presence. Their expression is tense, their posture is heavy, and their energy seems stuck in a place they can't move beyond. Now, think about those who radiate lightness and peace. They don't hold on to grudges. They don't dwell on mistakes. They have learned the power of letting go. And because of that, they remain youthful not just in appearance, but in spirit. How holding on to the past ages you. When you hold on to painful memories, unresolved conflicts, or regrets, your body stays in a state of chronic stress. Your brain perceives past wounds as present threats, keeping your nervous system on high alert. This triggers constant cortisol production, leading to increased inflammation, which accelerates skin aging and weakens the immune system, higher blood pressure and heart strain, making you feel more exhausted, mental fatigue, anxiety, and a lack of emotional flexibility. In contrast, studies show that people who practice forgiveness experience lower stress levels, reduced inflammation, and even improved cardiovascular health. Letting go is not just emotional relief. It is a biological necessity for longevity and well-being. The science of forgiveness and youthfulness. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. It doesn't mean excusing someone's actions or forgetting the pain they caused. It means choosing to free yourself from the weight of resentment. Scientific research has proven that forgiveness lowers cortisol and adrenaline, while increasing oxytocin and serotonin, hormones that promote relaxation, happiness, and even skin renewal. Letting go is not just about moving on. It's about reclaiming your peace. A simple exercise to release emotional baggage. If there is something or someone you are still holding on to, try this. Write a letter of forgiveness. It can be to a person, to yourself, or even to a past situation. Say everything you need to say without holding back. Express the pain, the disappointment, the anger, but then shift your focus toward releasing it. You don't have to send it. Just writing it down helps your mind process emotions that may have been buried for years. You might be surprised at how much lighter you feel afterward. The wisdom of letting go. The ancient Stoics understood this principle well. They believed that suffering comes not from events themselves, but from our attachment to them. Letting go is not just about forgetting the past. It's about refusing to let it control you. Those who look younger, feel younger, and live with more energy have learned this secret. They release what no longer serves them. They make peace with the past. And because of that, they move through life with a lightness that keeps them truly alive. So ask yourself, what are you still holding on to? And is it worth the wait? Because the moment you choose to let go, you free yourself, not just mentally, but physically. And that is one of the most powerful anti-aging secrets of all. The true secret to youth. Youth is not just about age. It's a daily choice. It's the way you think, the way you respond to challenges, and the way you take care of your mind and body. You've seen how stress, resistance to change, a lack of curiosity, emotional suppression, toxic environments, purposeless living, and holding on to the past can make you look and feel older than you truly are. And you've also seen how resilience, adaptability, curiosity, emotional expression, positive energy, purpose, and letting go can keep you vibrant, strong, and youthful at any age. Because the truth is, your mind is the greatest secret to longevity and vitality. By adopting these habits, you will start to notice changes, not just in the mirror, but in the way you experience life itself. You will feel lighter. You will feel more energized. You will feel truly alive. And that feeling is the real definition of youth. Your next step, if this resonated with you, like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And now, I want to hear from you. Which of these habits do you already practice? And which one will you start today? Leave your answer in the comments below. I'll be reading them. Stay youthful, stay powerful, and I'll see you in the next video.